assessment paper with regard to questions. And sometimes they'll ask about, it'll be a health and safety type question, yeah. And sometimes it might be something along the lines of what responsibilities might a security operative have, you know, what's going to be their role. And you know yourself, because as we went through the program yesterday, it's about monitoring and responding to health and safety risks. You are there primarily to make sure that people are safe. So what I want you to do is very, very similar type of question where it's asking about your personal attributes. What should you possess? And we talked about yesterday. We talked about what kind of skills you should possess. And we're saying here, yeah, you should be able to solve problems. You should be able to solve problems. There are other things that you need to be doing, yeah. But for example, you might have to look after detailed reports. But the main thing you're going to be looking after is a client, and that is solving their problems. Solve problems. I want you to be also aware that when you're completing your assessment papers or your mock papers, I want you to think about what is and what is not, and look at the bold in the question, because if you don't read the question properly, there's no way you're going to understand that question. So look at the bold. Sometimes it says what is, and it says what is not. So you're looking at both, all right? So read the question carefully. I've facilitated a lot of assessment papers and mock questionnaires, and I've found that people make mistakes when they don't read the question properly, and then when we go over it again, they say, oh, I didn't read that correctly. I didn't really understand the question. And if you don't understand the question, there's no way you're going to understand the answer. You're not going to get it. You'll have the wrong answer. Sometimes also they ask about linking security with crime reduction initiatives. We know that we're there to reduce criminality. So what is a benefit of, what would you say is probably a benefit of doing that? So we're going to say staff, yeah, Staff should be more effective, yeah? Staff should be more effective in specific areas or locations. Staff are more effective in specific areas or locations. You can't say that being a security officer, you're going to be able to remove all crime from an area. You can't do that. I mean, look at I think on TV yesterday they were talking about the blast in Manchester, and they were saying the resources were already there. It's not a resource problem. There's something there that further needs to be done. It's not about resources. It's not about, people always say or try and make out, oh, we need more money for this. We need money for more police officers on the streets. We need more army people on the streets. No, it's not about that. It's about doing the job effectively enough in the first place and preventing it. All right. So for you on this one, you can be more effective. You're not going to be able to completely remove. You're going to be more effective at, in specific or certain areas or locations. So we're talking about terminologies here and certain types of terminologies: civil court, magistrates court, matrimonial court or county court. Yeah. We've talked about two different types. We talked about civil, we talked about criminal. But we want to know that beyond reasonable doubt, is a term used, to prove guilt. Beyond reasonable doubt in magistrates court. One of the main aims, all right, what is one of the main aims of the prosecution? One of the main aims is to ensure, that's true what you're saying, reduce criminality. That'll be another one, that's a main function as well, But what do they do? Why are you here today? Yeah, why are you here today? You're looking to get a license that is regulated, So one of the main aims of the private security industry is to regulate, they regulate sectors of security. So, for example, we talked about close protection, didn't we, yesterday? And we talked about, what else did we talk about? Physical, we talked about close protection. We talked about man guarding as well. But close protection, different roles, we talked about, didn't we? CCTV roles, vehicle immobilization roles. They monitor and regulate those sectors of the industry.